Hey everybody, how's it going? It's me, Aeon Driver Gaming, and my friend Rob from TPC Top Pop Culture. And and today's the day for Video Games Monthly. I threw away my box, but see, he still has his box. So we're gonna see what kind of goodies we got. And by goodies, I use that term lightly for some people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Yesterday. What did I say yesterday? Last month. I got a pretty decent haul. As I recall, you did not get a good haul.
Hauled a lot of junk.
Yeah, yeah, you got the Santa Claus, and
Yeah.
yeah, that wasn't the best. So hopefully we can redeem ourselves, and well, you can redeem yourself. I'm doing just fine, but but we'll go ahead. Did you get five this time?
To answer that question, I would like to present you with my card.
That's not a good sign.
No, it is not.
Ooh. Okay. Well, then I guess you can go first twice.
um, well, so for an honorable mention, I would like to also present my VGM coaster. So that will be getting used for my non-alcoholic beers.
Put a nice little carbonated beverage on top of that.
Yeah. So I guess to start, God, I don't know what end of this pile of shit to start with. So I guess we'll go with something that I am quite literally never going to play, and it is Backyard Sports for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh boy.
Yay me! And it is Backyard Sports Football 2007.
So Game Boy, Game Boy Advance and the Wii are two systems that I would never put on this service.
I'm taking them off. I'm definitely
I
taking them off. If
I
you give me one
would I
second.
would. There's too much shovelware to like to make sense on it. You know what I mean? Like there's too much shovelware to avoid in that on that system.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take that off because I think anything worth finding, I'll just find at a convention or at a game shop or something like that.
Yeah,
That's going to be pretty much the case with any handheld. Like the odds of you getting a Pokemon game out of Video Games Monthly is like just
yeah.
not going to happen.
I think the probably the best handheld to do for honestly, there's two different like the Game Gear and the Game Boy are probably the two best handhelds to do for that. And it's just the regular one. It's just the regular Game Boy. It's like not even the Game Boy Color. Like there's just like once you get into the Game Boy Advance and DS territory, you're just gonna get crap.
Yeah, it's definitely that's getting unchecked.
Yeah,
So
definitely. All right, what do you got next?
so for my second garbage honorable mention, I'm gonna go with Bionicle for the GBA. So I liked Bionicle as a kid. I enjoyed getting the figures and building them and whatnot. And it was a cool IP back in the early 2000s. Like the movies were decent. It was kind of cool.
I heard
No,
some
I
of the
don't.
console games weren't that bad.
Yeah, I've seen clips of them. They look all right, but it's.
Yeah,
I'll actually fire this one up and see how it is, but it does not have my highest
yeah.
interest.
Okay.
So
I guess I'll go first with
yeah,
the only game here that I will not play, and it's a GameCube game. Of course, it always is. And this is the Chronicles of Narnia: The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
that game is actually kind of fire.
So I will come back with this. I have Prince Caspian on the Xbox, and I enjoyed that.
I have the original, the one that you have. I have it complete in box behind me.
Really?
Yeah, from when I was a kid, it was like a Christmas gift or something. And I'm not gonna lie, that game is actually not bad. It's
All
it's
right.
enjoyable. I think you should try it.
I mean, I still have a GameCube, right? Like I can always throw it on there.
Yeah, why not?
It only like, if I remember correctly, it only costs like $4.50.
Yeah.
Like in the state that it's in.
Okay. I actually did not price any of mine out, so maybe we can do that later for the edit. But I remember playing The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was a kid. Maybe I was like 10 years old or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was enjoyable. It was better than like 90% of the movie shovelware that came out for that generation on the
I mean,
GameCube.
I could have got Shark Tale, right? Like,
Yeah, and believe it or not, I actually do remember having good memories of playing that too, but I was a child.
right.
I think the worst, in my recollection, the worst movie tie-in game from back then was Finding Nemo. That game was hot garbage, and it had load times that would make a grown woman cry. I mean, anybody
That's
cry.
rough.
Dude, it was unplayable because like I remember in Nemo like this one mission where you're trying to escape from Bruce the shark and like you're swimming through the submarine or whatever. Anytime you would get caught up even a little bit, pretty much you would die and have to restart the level. But every time you restarted that level or checkpoint, whatever, you had to sit through the same like no joke 3 minute load time. It was fucking ridiculous. That's like I never played it again after that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
honestly, I mean, and that's it was a GameCube game, right? You got it
yeah,
on GameCube.
yeah.
Like, where on the disc is that laser going to go for it to be so long? Like,
I have
it's
no
like
idea.
this.
It had to have been like the worst optimized game on the GameCube. It was
That's rough.
legitimately borderline unplayable.
All right. Well,
Let
what
me
do you got for your number five then?
try to turn my light up a little bit. So for my number five, I have a game I probably also will never play, and it's Disney Infinity. Can't see it. Can't see it.
So
There we go.
that game requires a bunch of peripherals that you will not have. So first of all, you need something like this. You need a portal to put it on, and you're missing 2/3 of the game. They gave you a third of a game.
The fuck?
Why do I conveniently have one of these? By the way, like
Yeah.
my son was playing with them a little while ago, so he just left them on my desk.
Yeah, that's gonna be a trade in for sure.
Yeah, and that's if you get anything for it. Might
That'll
even just
come
be a giveaway.
that'll come with me to Raleigh. That's just I'll
Yeah.
just give it away. Whatever.
So the next three games are four games, which I'll start with the one I'm probably least likely to play, and then move up from there. And that is Excite Bike,
Oh,
which
nice.
it's a good game. I loved Excite Bike when I was a kid. I played the shit out of this when I was a kid.
Is that you can't see it on camera? Is that I can't see it. There we are. Okay. For a second there, I thought the art was for some reason like a dual game.
Oh,
Um.
I'll just use my right hand from now on.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a really good game. And it's really cheap. Like Nintendo games are so good to get in this pack in this box because
Yeah.
a lot of them are like sub $10 and they're really good. They're like timeless classics.
Yeah. I
So
wonder how Super Nintendo
not a
games
bad
are.
pull. And that's the one I'm least likely to play.
Like, you played it so much as a child. You could play that in Animal Crossing on the GameCube too. It's not like
Yeah, dude, the Animal Crossing on the GameCube was on a whole nother level. It
the
was
best.
it yeah. Like you didn't even like before Nintendo realized they could rip those games off of you and resell them to you. It was the best.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they had like not only did you get arguably one of the most solid and enjoyable Animal Crossing games, but you also had like NES the hits just built into that entire disc. It was fantastic. Yeah, like
Yeah, it
I
was
remember
definitely
having a living room full of those little consoles on Animal
yeah.
Crossing as a kid.
That's what like it looked like an episode of Hoarders. Like all I had was the NES cartridges littering the floor and
Yeah,
nothing else.
that is so good.
All right, what do you got for
Um,
number four?
so moving on to number four, it's I got some Lego game, Chima something for the
Oh,
3DS.
it's like the
So
thing that came after Bionicle.
yeah, eh, it's just that's
Yeah,
it. That's my I'm like whatever. It's a I love Lego games, but like
yeah,
any major Lego independent IP, I've never really gotten involved with.
yeah,
So
yeah. The only memories I have of that game is when kids didn't have enough money to buy any good games, and then they ended up buying something like that.
yeah, I
And then
mean,
I was like, okay, well, here you go.
like Lego games based on other IPs like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or whatever, they're fantastic. I personally I don't like the Batman one. That's just me. But like Lego Lord of the Rings is like one of the best Lego games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah,
But I
even the
feel like
Lego Hobbit game is really good. Like,
yeah, it was free roam. It was so
yep.
cool. You could just explore the entirety of Middle Earth and whatever.
Hmm.
But like I played Lego games since like their inception, basically. Like I remember having even this like Lego Harry Potter block builder game and for
Yeah,
the PC like way back, and it was cool. But then like the original Lego Star Wars, I don't know, there was just something so magical about like the first 10 years of Lego games. Now it's like they're still great, but there's so much.
yeah. The market is very saturated with Lego games. Yeah, and I remember that when Skylanders and Infinity had their Disney Infinity had their thing. They made Lego Dimensions, which is where you could build up a little Lego thing and you have a base. And it was an interactive like Toys to Life kind of thing.
Okay.
And that didn't make it very far either. But I mean, that was at the end of that whole Toys to Life phase, so it was kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what do you got for your next for your number 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
number three. Yeah, it is Tetris 2 on the
Solid.
NES. I used to have this on the SNES and I sold it because I sold all my SNES games. But see, there you go. And that one is the better version, I will say. Like obviously, like this is but whatever. I mean, it's still good. Like it's still like Tetris, you can't go wrong with a Tetris game. Like
Yeah.
really. Unless it's Hatris, then maybe not. But
Unless it's what?
Hatris.
The fuck is
Oh,
that?
yeah, that's something to look up. It's I forgot when it came. It's on the NES. I just forgot like when it came out. I'll probably have gameplay of it somewhere over here, but I did not enjoy it, and I usually play a lot of Tetris games, so
Was it from Russia with fun?
I think we made it out of Russia for that one.
Yikes.
So yeah, yeah, definitely not Alexi's work. I'll tell you that much.
Moving on to my number 3. It is I honestly I love this game on console. I never knew they even made it for the handheld, but it's SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom on the GBA.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I might actually fire this up just to see what it's like.
Yeah,
Because, like I said, I had this game on the GameCube, played the shit out of it, got it for the Switch when they remade it in 2020, and beat it in like 6 hours. Um, can't really imagine this being any better, but we'll see.
yeah. So many cash-in games on the GBA. So like I get that you're never gonna find like a Fire Emblem or a Metroid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But holy shit.
Like the Game Boy Advance was such a phenomenal little console, even to this day. Like there's so many great experiences on that console, but you just have to sift through mountains of shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, having a little 32-bit handheld console was so much fun. But it's like, yeah, you're right. They took a lot of games, and I mean a lot of games that were either okay or genuinely good for other consoles of the day and just said like, how can we make this horrible? And then parents didn't know any better. It's like I'm happy that some kids got to have an experience. Because I think GBA games were significantly cheaper than console games.
I think there were it was like I think it was $40 to the $60
Okay,
standard.
which still a difference, but
Yeah. I think that continued through to the DS, and I think the first games that really started getting more expensive were on the Vita. And then it was still like the $40-$60 range, and then Vita got up to like $50 in some of them.
yeah. Well, the Vita was basically like a PS3.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Don't even get me started on the Vita. I will never stop. I will take that. I will take that console to the grave. Like it was so good.
Your grave or
Uh,
its, because it died years ago.
I know. Yeah, yeah. But dude, honestly, like that's one of the best things I ever did was I jailbroke a Vita, and it's fucking curtains
Hell yeah,
after
dude.
that. Okay, let's go to number two. Um, my number two, which is one I'm more going to be most likely to play, besides the number one, obviously, is Faxanadu for the Nintendo. This is a solid game. It's a solid RPG. Um, it, if I remember correctly, it's like kind of like an Adventure of Link, like Zelda 2 kind of thing. but in its own like flavor. I haven't played it in a long time. I keep mistaking this game for a game called The Magic of Scheherazade, which is like a Zelda 1 kind of game. It's like a
Okay.
top-down kind of RPG,
So
and it's
that
not
is
that.
like a side-scrolling platformer.
It's like yeah, it's like side-scrolling like adventure game. Yeah, I'm probably gonna fire it up and kind of try to play it. I'll probably play it on the NES Mini, because I'm not gonna try to save a password or rely on anything like that. So it's just gonna be a safe state. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't blame you.
All right, what's your number two?
So my number two is now we have 2 months in a row of getting N64 wrestling games. So we have WCW versus NWO.
That's a
Um,
solid one though.
I'm not mad at this. Like the last two
Yeah,
games that I have here are actually games that I'm going to keep because like I remember playing. I might have said this in the last episode that we did, but I remember playing like certain wrestling games of the day at friends' houses back then, and I mean they were solid. I think I was playing them
yeah,
more like PS2 generation, but to my understanding, like N64 had like some of the best wrestling
yeah.
games of all
That
time.
is the birth of a good wrestling game. Is
Yeah,
64 ones, and I believe that one there. I want to say that is an Aki engine, the 64 wrestling game. Which I don't think you're gonna see it on the cartridge or anything like that. But that engine is what made like the legacy of wrestling games.
sick.
So very solid.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna keep. What's your number
All
two?
right. My number one
Oh, your number one. Sorry.
is Legend of Kage. Now I used to have this in a 5 screw variant, which was more expensive, but this is a 3 screw variant, so this is like $10, I think. And it's a very fun game. It's weird because it's very basic, but you can like jump, you can like leap buildings basically. You can like you're supposed to be jumping in trees like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style a little bit, but you're just like, dude, you're just going ham. It's crazy. It's a very fun game, and it's only because like you have such free flow of movement,
That's pretty cool.
and yeah, but your melee, if I remember correctly, your melee is like really short. It's like
Mirror's Edge on the NES.
yeah, basically, yeah, exactly. That's a good way to say it. But yeah, that's mine. And honestly, those I had four winners in my opinion. So
I
what's your last one?
I'm happy for you, you bastard.
It's okay.
um,
Next month is gonna be Super Nintendo, so I'm gonna be eating
I
dirt.
I might just like uncheck everything except for N64 or PlayStation 2 or GameCube. Like one of the
I
like
mean, that's a good. If I were you, I would uncheck everything besides PlayStation 2 and N64.
yeah. It's well I think I'll do like kind of what you're doing and just do like one console per month sort of deal. Because I'm definitely like focusing on my PlayStation 2 collection now, as you are well aware of, and I'm always out there looking for gems on the N64, even though I have quite a few of them already. But my number
Yeah,
one is a game that I'm likely to go play, and it will stay in my collection. And I actually got it in pretty good condition. It's Ace Combat 4.
that's a good one. That's a classic.
These are fun games. I have Ace
Yeah,
Combat 7, and I've played a lot of like not a lot, but I've played quite a few like military flight sim games throughout my years, and they're fun. They're decent experiences. So
yeah. Ace
this one will
Combat
be
for the
good.
PS2. They started. That's when I think that's when they started getting like really good stories with it.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, and like up until like the later ones, like like the later Ace Combat's one for the 360 and so on and so forth, they get really good stories too. But like they started off just doing like from sortie to sortie, you're just sitting there like a menu, and then you
yeah.
just go. But then they're like, oh, this is like the year 2010, and World War III has started, and I'm like, okay, Kojima, you can chill.
Wait, is it a no? It's not a Kojima.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. But I'm just
Um,
saying, like they're trying like this is a movie now. It's no longer a game.
dude, Ace Combat 7 had that vibe. I never beat it. I got stumped on a certain mission that was like really fucking hard. But did you ever play Ace Combat 7?
Yeah, and I have it too.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that story was like they were really going for it. I feel
yeah,
like in that one with the cutscenes and everything.
yeah.
But
Like you're expecting like Bill Paxton to jump up and talk about Independence Day or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, it was
But
an experience. A real good way to play that game is by throwing on the Star Fox soundtrack and just playing it to that instead of the soundtrack that they give you, and you're just
so
like, yeah, yeah,
my my first experience, or one of my first experiences, real experiences with VR happened to be with Ace Combat 7.
nice. Is that Skies Unknown? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it was for the PS4.
Yeah.
I mean, I had played, like, played around with some like Oculus demo, like tech demos type games and like Arizona Sunshine like years ago, but back
Right.
in like
Right.
2019, early 2020, a good friend of mine just got the PlayStation VR,
Hmm.
and he said, "Hey, if you have any games, come on over. Let's try them out." So this is also still at a time when I was drinking, and so we he was one of my drinking buddies, and we decided, okay, we're in your living room. We put a chair in front of the TV, fired up this game. We're both feeling our drinks, and the diff. I learned some differences, right, between Ace Combat 7 on the console and on the
Hmm.
VR. On the console, I could not barrel roll. I don't think it was an
Oh.
available feature.
Okay.
It is in VR, and they don't tell you that.
I'm sure your stomach didn't tell you that either.
Holy shit. So, like, on the console version, you start out pretty much already flying in the first mission, whatever. In the VR version, it's a really cool cutscene where, like, you come out of the aircraft carrier and then you fucking take off at a
Yeah.
thousand miles an hour. And so you do that and you're like, oh man, this is really cool. And you're going in a straight line. I'm like, all right, let me just kind of bank to the left a little bit. And I just started fucking free spinning. And dude, I, I almost fell out of the chair.
Nice. Nice.
But
Oh, dude, that's good stuff, man. I don't know. Like the first like flight VR thing that I did was Star Wars Squadrons.
those are solid games, dude.
That was a sick game to do in
Yeah.
VR. It was multiplayer too, and so you were just going ham on people. Dude, I never got used to anything but an X-wing. I think
Okay.
the X-wing was just basically my thing. So like whenever I was joining the Empire side, like I was always asked out because I didn't like anything. But let's do this. Let's do the old 1 to 5 rating. What do you got for the
For
one
the
to
whole
five?
box,
Yeah.
like a fucking two. Honestly, it's they give me seven
And
games, and two of
only
them
two of them
are
are
gonna
worth it.
keep. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, dude, this is the second month in a row that I've gotten kind of burned, and I've only ever had this
And you're a
subscription. This is
new
my second
customer
month.
too.
Yeah, this is my second
Yeah.
month being a customer of VGM, and it's like,
I'm used
shit.
to like the slow torture already. Like I'm here because of because of Stockholm syndrome. Like you're new. Like
Yeah, like I'm gonna say, they got maybe one or two more tries out of me before I cancel my subscription.
makes sense. Makes sense. Now now despite the fact that I got 4 good ones and one maybe good one, I am going to give this a 3. And I'll tell you the reason why. When I priced all of these, so you spend like 45 before shipping, you spend 55 or so at the end of the day, right? I got $39 worth of games here. So they could have given me a one-up box and still probably hit the $45 mark, and they didn't.
Yeah, you could have gotten Backyard Sports. That probably could have
You
added
know what?
89 cents.
Right? Like at least give me like a trade fodder. At least like fill the gap somewhere, right?
Something.
Now I will say like the four games I know are good games. Like these 4 Nintendo games are solid games. And then like I'll take your word for Narnia. And so like it would if this was valued at over $40, this would be a 4.5. But since I didn't actually get my money's worth, it's getting a 3.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Like I said, I unfortunately did not price these out. Sorry. I'll do it.
No,
I'll price it out, and we can put the number in the final cut. But
yeah, yeah,
I mean, with 7 games, I am not happy with the with the selection I was given.
yeah,
5 of these are trade fodder. 2 of them are worth keeping. That's
yeah.
it for me.
I
It's a
mean,
2 out of
honestly,
5.
like if they'd given you um like at least like four of those games that were worth keeping. Like two of those games are unplayable. Like they're just not. Like Disney
Yeah,
Infinity is not playable. It's
yeah,
not. You know what I mean? And then you had what Backyard Sports,
yeah. Like
which no one you're not gonna want to play it.
no,
Yeah, but that's the thing that annoys me the most. Like when I get certain games from VGM, like they'll just put games in there to put games in there, and they're not actually giving you anything that's worth a damn, or something you can even play. Like I told them I think specifically not to do peripheral games, and some of the first games they sent me were Duck Hunt, which I don't have a TV for that. Not very many people do. And then like Hogan's Alley and Gyromite. All three of them require peripheral. One requires an entire fucking robot. Like I don't have like what? Like who has Rob the Robot? Who's gonna fucking play that?
buddy.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
actually it's funny. My buddy Nick, I keep asking him, hey, because you and I are going to be going down to the shout out to the Playthrough 2025 convention in Raleigh next month. We will be there on October 4th. Come find us. But I keep asking some of my friends, that are into gaming and stuff like that. I said, if there's anything you want me to try to find you, let me know now. I'll put together a list and I'll see what I can get you down in Raleigh. And Gyromite is one of the games that he would like me to try to find.
I'll give him Gyromite. You want Gyromite? I have Gyromite. Shit. Like you like we'll just meet there and I'm like, hey, here's your fucking Gyromite. Let's say we found it at the convention.
I'll grab it from you in Quakertown. He lives right there.
Right, there you go. It's like I left you Gyromite in your mailbox.
with a Rob the Robot kicked over on the front lawn.
Right, here's your damn robot. he, he just looks like fucking Johnny Five, like off drugs. Just like,
He'll look like that. What was that? What was that hitchhiking robot that tried to make its way? It made its way all the way across Canada, no problem. Do you know what I'm
oh.
talking about? But then it just
But
got
then, yeah,
jumped
the
in
moment he
Philly.
hit the U.S., he got shit on, dude. He
Yeah,
got
he made it. He got dropped in Philly and did not make it out of the city.
yep, yeah. That's par for the course for Philly. That's right there.
Makes sense.
Um, but yeah, that will conclude our whatever this was. I did all right, and as par for the course, Rob did not. And we will make some adjustments, and those roles will probably be reversed next month.
I sure hope
So
so. Boy,
if you
I
like
sure
what
hope
you
so.
see, go ahead and drop a like, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know how we did. Let us know how you think we did, and we will see you on the next one next month.
Yeah,
You guys have a good one.
take it easy.